Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So I've been wanting to make these Crockpot peanut clusters for a while now. So I got out all my ingredients, but I knew I didn't have one necessary ingredient. So I have my almond bar, and then I have some of these melts that I need to use up. It's just sitting in the cupboard. I got them for a project, and yeah, I gotta use these up. But I have all the chocolate chips I could possibly want, but the nuts, that's what I didn't have. So I had to go out and get those. So I have some peanut butter chips here from 2019. And then I have my stash, my backup chocolate chips. And I'm going to see if I need these. I'm not sure how much chocolate I would need for the 2 jars of peanuts that I got. And then I have some other caramels and some milk chocolate chips. I don't even know when I vacuum sealed these. I want to see if I can see an expiration date on here. Can you see that? That says 2022. I can't see the actual month, but that's okay. I may or may not have to use those. So I'm gonna get started. So I'm actually gonna oil my crock pot. Some people spray like that nonstick spray. Some people just leave it. I am going to err on the side of caution, and I'm going to use a bit of oil in my crock pot. So I'm specifically supposed to put it in this way, in this order. So we're going to put the nuts in first, and then on top of that, I broke up, or I tried to cut up, this almond bark. It was so hard. Oh my goodness. Who knew almond bark was so hard? So apparently you can't skip this step, the almond bark, because that's what makes them harden up. So I just chunked up my almond bark, and I'm just putting that in. And I'm also gonna use those melts up, and those will help to harden it up. And I don't think the color is gonna make it any different color. I don't think that little bit of turquoise in there coloring is gonna do anything to it. So I'm just gonna finish off this bag. There wasn't much left in it anyway from the project that I had done. So in goes those melts that I had. And I'm going to start layering in my peanut butter chocolate chips. Is that a word? It's just peanut butter chips? Okay, so peanut butter chips. I have those that I use for cookies, but I haven't made any chocolate chip cookies recently. And I've just been using smooth chocolate, actually smooth peanut butter when I make peanut butter cookies. So the peanut butter chips is just something that I had in the cupboard that I just need to use up. And it goes my caramel chips, those are the caramel ones there, and the milk chocolate chips that I put in just before that. So we're going to get this on low for an hour, stirring in between. Some people say don't stir it, other people say stir it after 30 minutes. I'm going to stir after the 30 minutes or so. So I can see up the top it isn't really melting, but I'm going to stir it and see if the bottom portion is melting. And as you can see, that almond bark hasn't moved a bit. It is still as hard as hard. Actually, the chips on top are melting more than the almond bark that was underneath. I probably should have put the almond bark at the very bottom before the nuts. I think if I do this again, I'll put the almond bark down first, and then I will put my nuts and then the rest of the chocolate chips on top. So still on low, another 30 minutes has passed, and as you can see, it's starting to melt. I did stir it in between that just to make sure, and I probably should have come to it before that, because I don't know if you can see that, but as I'm stirring it, I can smell that it is burning. And at this point in time, I'm going to stop. So this is the portion that I pulled out that I saw was really burnt on the side. Apparently, I have a hot spot on this crock pot, which I never noticed before, because anything I put in here, I'm always stirring, or it's like a roast that has a lot of liquids. So I melted another package of semi-sweet chocolate chips over a double boiler, and I added the part that was in the crock pot to that wasn't burnt. I'm gonna say it smelled burnt to me, but I'm going to see if this works. I didn't see anybody using a double boiler, but why not? So this is what was left in the crock pot. Why I actually melted another package of semi-sweet chocolate chips. It is quite a bit, and as I see, the rest of it is not, the nuts are sort of brown. They're not burnt. It was just that small piece that was sticking to the side that I put on the side plate there. That was actually, I figured, was burnt. And the rest of this is actually, the nuts are kind of on the brown side. They're not burnt. So I'm going to see if I can salvage any more of this before I throw it out. But you can see right there on the edge where it's sticking to the crock pot, that's where it was actually burning. My crock pot's black, so it's not highly noticeable. So this is how it turned out in the double boiler, and I don't know if this is gonna work. So we're gonna see. So I'm gonna scoop my smallest scoop here, and I'm gonna scoop it onto my lined cookie sheet. I lined it with my Silpat pad, and we're gonna put these out onto that and put them in the fridge and see if they firm up. That's my only concern right now. These actually, you can't smell, doesn't smell burnt, doesn't taste burnt, and we're gonna see if it firms up. So I actually pulled out the area that was burnt on the side of the crock pot, and this is the part that I thought I would just throw out. It was stuck here on the side of my crock pot, which I've never had that issue before. So here they are out of the fridge after a couple of hours, and these in the cupcake liners are the ones that I thought were well done. My hubby will eat those. He apparently likes well done peanuts. So I'm just going to lift these off of that Silpat and put them into a container, and we will eat them over the next couple of weeks. Probably days in my household. Yeah, probably days. But they did firm up nicely. Next time, if I use the almond bark, which I don't have anymore in the house, I will try to put it at the bottom. If not, I think just using chocolate chips would be fine. I have a lot of those to use up, so I think just using chocolate chips next time will be just fine. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. God bless, and remember, stay safe and keep prepping.